But he
So
will
who do we
supervise
work
that
for?
$700 billion.
Right. So this is a this is
Right.
a Ponzi scheme. This is an inside job. This is like you got somebody that work at the bank. You in the movie, it's usually the teller at the bank. She know the bank robbers
Right.
and let them come in and rob the bank. Well, let's put the movie like this: the head CEOs of the bank is allowing their friends to come in, rob the bank.
Right.
And then the government is going to pay the CEOs back the money for letting the robbers rob.
Right.
And this is what we got, man. I can't stress this enough. Do not go for this bailout unless they say we're going to do something for people that are losing their homes or already lost their homes, and we give the American people something out of this. Because, man, and we talk about the government like we ain't the government.
Right.
The citizen is supposed to be the
Supposed
government.
to be the government. A government, what is it?
For the people, of the people,
by the people. Right.
But that's not happening, man, because the government right now, corporate America have they employees running the government.
It's fascism.
It's fascism.
You said it best.
Obama, I love the brother. First black president, I love it. McCain. Not Cynthia McKinney, Hillary Rodham Clinton, all of them is employees of corporate America. They all get paid. They constituency is the people that fill their campaign coffers. Right. It ain't the average Joe Blow American citizen.
Absolutely not.
You know, and we need to understand who is making these laws is the same people that go back to Paulson. He was with Goldman Sachs.
Yep.
He left Goldman Sachs and go to the reserve. After he steal all the money and ingratiate his friends, where is he going back to? Goldman Sachs.
Right.
That's a revolving door of fascism, man. And that's how fascism starts, right there. And then when people start complaining about the government spying on them and taking away their civil liberties because of the corporate and the government collusion, then the government and corporations, they come down on the people.
Absolutely.
And that's what's about to happen. That's why they had the Army and the National Guard here doing the convention. Because they was about to militarize this whole city, man, if anything had it jumped off. And if people would have woke up.
Right.
And if, you know, that's how dire this situation is, man. So, you know, for the people out there listening to this, make sure you start stocking up on that stuff we told you about. Make sure when you go to the store and buy them beans and them rice and that oatmeal and whatever, just get stuff that you can pour water over and eat. You know, it might not happen. I might be wrong, but hey, I might be right. And you can't leave your house for 2, 3, 4, 5 days, a week, something like that. And you be sitting up in the house, and under martial law, if you go outside, the government have a right to shoot you.
Right.
Just opening your door. When they say curfew, they mean curfew.
Yes, sir.
You see? And it might be that serious. I don't want to scare people out there, but it might be that serious.
It could be.
In the next few days.
It could be. Nobody saw this coming. Well, we did. But last question of this particular piece, and it deals with, you know, the Congress, because they went in, they said they were going to have the deal done. You know, thankfully or thankfully not, I really don't care. They didn't get it done. You know, they voted it down. And then they went on holiday, Rosh Hashanah. When did the Congress become Jewish?
Hey, that's a very good question.
That's
a very good question.
If they're supposed to be hammering it out, on the behalf of the American people and saving this economy, why are they on holiday?
Well, because unfortunately, man, a lot of people that sit in the Congress and the Senate are also members of the Israeli Knesset. They got dual citizenship like Lieberman and several other people, man. And it ain't no slight against Jews or Jewish people, man. As Muslims, we respect all religions.
Absolutely.
But, you know, in fairness, man, if we're going to talk about the Mexican invasion and black poverty and what are they favorite word about black people? Irresponsibility, and all of this kind of stuff. We got to talk about the Zionist Jewish influence in our government, and even these financial firms that we talking about. What relation? What relation?
Sachs, Lehman Brothers, all of those are Jewish companies.
Yeah. So I mean, just saying, who is the American Senate and Congress really working for, man? What is this war in Iraq about? Is it for America's best interest or is it for Israel's best interest? Man, these people are so crazy. Is that they didn't put a thing in the newspaper and they mailing this DVD around the people's homes called Obsession.
I seen it.
How to win the war against radical Islam.
Right.
And then I sat up and watched the whole thing last night. Just totally
straight up propaganda.
It was totally propaganda, totally. And then everybody that was speaking on there was Zionist Jews. Daniel Pikes. I'm running out of them. But I got the whole little packet. They got all their names on it. Michael Medved, who's a Zionist Jew. They got him to go and give good reviews on it in the paper. And what I'm saying, man, is that I'm not saying that I'm anti-Semitic or I'm against Jews and all of this kind of stuff, but there is a Zionist Jewish element in this country that's running things.
Right.
And this ain't no conspiracy theory. It is no conspiracy theory. If you do your homework and really start looking at things and who's making decisions and who's running things, you'll be able to see it too. But nobody, if you expose them on this, you get labeled as an anti-Semite. Now, let me ask you this. If Congress had took off for Ramadan or the Eid, that wouldn't spark people to say, well, what the hell is going on?
Right. Right.
The brother wanted to take his oath on the Quran, and they was like beefing about that.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, so man, we have to understand what's at play and what's at work right here. And see, the thing is they see that they losing in Iraq. When the devil tell you they winning something, they actually losing. If they tell you it's night, it's day. That's how you got to be when you dealing with these people, man. And right now they see that the whole world view towards Muslims and Islam is more sympathetic towards Muslims and Islam because they see the carnage and the death that's taking place all over the world in the name of American imperialism. So they have to orchestrate and bring about different things that deflect attention from themselves. And a lot of this, man, has to do with Zionist, Jewish machinations that's going on in the media and the financial markets because at all price, they want to protect the state of Israel. They don't want Iran to have nothing because of the state of Israel. It's cool for Israel to have a bomb, but Iran can't have it. Even though Iran said, we don't want no bomb. We just doing this nuclear thing for our energy.
Right.
They say, we don't trust you. And they say, you can't have it, but we can. So that mentality, man, is expired. It's come to an end. And now it's time for us just to wake up and we ain't got to go out in the street with guns and go out shooting and stuff. They destroying America by themselves.
Absolutely.
They suppressed black people for 400 years thinking if they let black people run loose, we going to tear up America. We ain't did nothing but make America better.
Right.
So America's most shining moments didn't come at the hands of black folks who didn't get no damn credit for it. But this country's still standing today. They tearing up America through their greed and their selfishness and their insecurities that's going on. And when people wake up and see what's going on, you know, we'll be able to make some changes. But long as people sleep, they keep drinking the Kool-Aid.
Can the economy be fixed?
I think it could be fixed if we had some people that weren't beholden